Hello, I'm Jose, and this is the Cinematic Dogma podcast. I'm joined as every special occasion, because any occasion with my friend Blake is special.
I don't have a pun.
That's fine. That's fine. You're here. That's what matters. You brought yourself here. That's good.
All right.
And this is a special one. I think that is the second year in a row that we're doing this. That we're going to be like talking a bit of a look back, a bit of a late look back, but we have been busy, whatever, about our favorite new movies of last year, of 2025.
I just want to call out that I clarified just before we started recording that these are films that had a theatrical release in 2025 because I am going to manipulate that sentence. Let's go.
I am going to manipulate it a tiny bit too because you didn't specify where, and I will leave that part in the air.
All right.
All right. So let's start. Is that what we do? Is like we selected 5 movies. I also answer a single question for each one of them. That is like if I think that they will survive the passage of time.
Survive the passage of time, meaning are they timeless?
Timeless, yeah. Timeless.
Okay.
Yeah,
will we in 20 years, will people still be talking about it more or less? Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, I can start with my first one. I'm going to start like with an easy one.
So do you want to name one?
Yeah, one. And if we have like a repeated one, it's like we can just like get it out of the way. The first one is like we talked recently about this one, but it's called Resurrection.
What's that one about?
So this one is a bit of a trip through history of cinema with only like 5 or 6 like fragments. So it's, like repeating the actors, each one of them like done in the style of cinema of that time.
For those not in on the joke, we recently recorded about this and we both loved this film by Began.
I think that is Began, but whatever. Yeah. Did you have it in the list?
I do. Sorry. It is one of my top 5 of 2025. Please continue.
Yeah, and I think that this is going to survive the passage of time because it's like so cool and timeless and elegantly made that I think that in 20 years, this year, I don't know, I haven't heard like a single person talking about this movie, but I think that in 20 years, people are probably going to be like putting this in perspective, or maybe not, and I'm like just like a lover of artsy cinema. But please, Began, if you're listening to this, we know that you are not. Keep doing this. Keep doing movies like this one, Long Day's Journey into Night. Please, just keep them going.
It's difficult for me to talk about Resurrection just because we just recently had an in-depth conversation about it. But Resurrection is everything that you and I love about cinema. It's artistic, it's style over substance, but it does have substance, and it's just a fantastic film that I want to watch all the time. I also think it will survive the test of time. I'm also very confused why we are in the depths of award season and nobody seems to have paid attention to this film besides the jury at Cannes. So props to the Cannes jury for giving it the jury prize. Is it the jury prize it won? Special prize.
The special prize.
Special prize.
Yeah, and the funny thing is like usually the Oscars and the nomination went out like not too long ago. The awards haven't happened yet, but the nominations lately they have been looking into Cannes more and more, like the awards on Cannes. So I felt like really surprised that not even a cinematography or a special effects or something, even if it was like a bit of a bomb, like thrown to them, I was just shocked that it was 100% ignored when it was like one of the most, I don't know, like mind-blowing experience that I had in these last years.
They even could have thrown it a technical nomination for those insane single shots. They could have given it an editing. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Resurrection for me and for you, 2025.
Perfect. Okay, do you want to pick one of yours?
I do, and I fully expect this to receive one overly exaggerated eye roll from you, but I have chosen Black Bag by Steven Soderbergh.
Okay, interesting. I didn't watch it because he disappointed me so much with Presence. than what you told me. It's like, hey, he has a new one, and this one is good. It's like, I'm out. I'm
That's
sorry.
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So why?
So that's right. You haven't seen it. So first off, it stars two of my favorite actors, Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett. They play spies that are married to each other, and kind of that cluster.
So the Americans?
I haven't seen The Americans. Is that the same thing? So they both work for MI6, I think. And they're, it just kind of puts them at odds, their marriage at odds with their jobs and also their coworkers, and it puts them at a dinner in their own home with their coworkers and just examines their motivations, and in this kind of clinical way that Steven Soderbergh does. And it just, I very much admire the filmmaking and the way Soderbergh shows the relationship of his characters to the audience. And I know you and I disagree very much, but I love the way Soderbergh makes films, with the exception of Presence.
Look, when we talk about it, it's like I recognize that it's like, hey, I love Traffic, for example. I think that is an amazing movie, you know. Presence is a hot mess, you know. But it's like the Ocean's movies are entertaining, so I don't think that he's a bad director. It's just that after Presence, I was like, I need to take a break from you.
And that is fair. I can't blame you for that.
So would you recommend me to watch it?
You know your own tastes very well. If Soderbergh is not your thing, this is very Soderbergh. It is much better than Presence. But if he's not your thing, I wouldn't push you to get out of your comfort zone. But if you like Cate Blanchett and you want to watch her be a badass spy, fucking do it.
Cool. Do you think that it will survive the passage of time?
I don't think so. This is not like an important entry into the history of cinema, but it's fun. It's fun as hell.
Okay, yeah, that also has its value.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Hey, cool. Let me just go next. So I'm going to go with a couple of international films. I'm going to start with the first one. That is Sirat, the Spanish film. That's the reason what I was saying is that I'm taking advantage that it was released in cinemas. We haven't said which ones because it is still pending to be released in the States. I don't know if it's like in
that's
February
very
or March.
tricky of you. I don't know how I feel about this, but we may edit this out later.
But yeah, I really like it. I didn't like it as much as Oke Arde. Do you remember that we watched it? Yeah. So it's also Olivier Lasse. I was surprised. I think that you will like it when it comes out, but it's a bit of a subversion of expectations. Is that the movie goes in different directions from what you expect at the beginning, and I think that it has like a very stylistic approach to cinema making. It's similar to Mimosas on the style that is like, hey, I'm not completely sure if this story makes too much sense, but visually it's really well made. And this one I had the feeling that it's a middle ground between Oke Arde and Mimosas, that is like, it makes sense, but also at the same time it goes like a bit towards like making it stylistically impressive.
I'm intrigued. I think it's distributed by Neon, which is what A24 wish it was.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get to Janus, that is Resurrection distributor.
But it's closer than A24. It's closer.
Yeah. I would recommend it to watch it. And I think that I told you, like, the story is like a father that goes to Marrakesh to look for her daughter that decided to just go from rave party to rave party in the desert because the wall is falling apart. So it's like a small story in a large setting about building community and just like trying to find like family.
Well, I can't wait till I have the chance to see it, Jose.
But I can tell you is that we make good cinema and your taste is not prepared yet for processing.
That's fair.
Okay, what is your next one?
This one I highly suspect might be on both of our lists, and while it's not a surprise anymore, it certainly was the surprise of summer 2025. It's the movie starring Michael B. Jordan, to everyone's delight, the vampire thriller Sinners.
Okay, okay.
Is it on your list?
Yes, but I cheated. So I pack it with weapons.
That is
Because
cheating.
that one is like openly cheating, you know. But the reason why I did it is because I wanted to emphasize that is that it's not only about like this movie. It's a bit more about like horror being treated as a vehicle of stories more than just like the purpose of the movie in itself. I think that we are getting to a point of maturity in this genre that it can be treated seriously. Just look at the Oscar nominations for Sinners. That is like the most nominated movie ever, almost.
But don't you think that had been done before in like Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, yeah, but it's like now it's like the same year is that we have like two big movies that they treat like stories and narratives using horror as a vehicle for transmitting ideas. You know, and it's true. Horror has always done it, but it's like it's doing it in a bit more of a mature way that I've seen before. So it's no longer about like one event. It's like no, this is becoming the trend.
I agree with you, and I can see your reasoning. I picked Sinners. I wasn't as in love with that film when I first saw it as everyone else was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I didn't see what everyone else lost their minds about. But because it was recently nominated for so many awards, I've been rewatching clips of it.
Oh, nice.
And just rewatching some of those scenes, like there's a very famous scene that honestly I don't want to spoil, but basically we see
There is song and dance.
yes, that's all I'm going to say because I really don't want to ruin it.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
was so blown away when I rewatched that scene even just a few days ago, and I was like, this is really incredible filmmaking, and it's so fantastic in the literal sense of the word, meaning it's so fantasy that it shouldn't work, and the filmmakers made this ridiculous film work on a scale that it shouldn't have.
Yep.
That I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah. And I want to emphasize that when you read on paper what is this about or what happens on the screen, you may be thinking that is like, oh, this is the 2025 version of From Dusk Till Dawn. And we're selecting it as one of the best movies releasing this year.
And it's difficult to disagree with that once you've seen it. It's not like
Yep.
this is like an edge case. It's pretty objectively
Yep.
a good movie.
Yeah. And I told you that is like when I watched it, I went like randomly because people were talking so much about it that I was getting tired. And I was like on a trip and it's like, oh, what are playing on the local theater here that I'm in the middle of nowhere? And they were playing Sinners, and I left the cinema. I think that I brought you even. It's like, I think that we need to record about this one. It's like, it's don't only trust like people like the commercials and everything. It's like when you see like all of the, I won't say that it's a nuance movie. I feel like it's like fairly direct, you know. In the topics, it's like, yeah, of course, it's using horror and like this medium for just like talking about appropriation, discrimination, and many other topics. But it's like everything that you see on the screen is pretty direct. And it's like it's so well made that I'm still like super interested about like what Ryan Coogler, I think that is the director, that is going to be doing next.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And about weapons is like the same thing for Zack Cregger. It's like, yeah, it's true. It's like it's less, I don't want to say like profound, but I had the feeling that when you talk like topics about race, is that they have a different impact than something like shootings in school. I had the feeling, you know. But I found it like so enjoyable and so many like different elements that they work like so well for me. I rewatched it during Christmas, Weapons, and I was like, holy shit, this is like some of the most entertaining movie that I watched in a very long time. Even like the second time when I know everything that is going to happen.
just to be clear, Weapons and Sinners, that's a single entry on your list.
For me, yes. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No,
I
no,
cheated.
no, it's fine. I just wanted to be sure you have two more after this.
Yeah. I do have two more. Okay.
Got it.
Hey, my next one, just keeping the international film part, is Sentimental Value.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I recommended it to my boyfriend. He went to watch it while I was traveling like last week, and he told me that, holy shit, this movie is good. This movie is really good. And I told you, I even wrote you after I watched it, is like, I don't know if we're going to be recording it, but it's like, I have to recognize that I was wrong. Joaquin Trier is a fucking good director.
I believe you. I believe you, Jose. I believe you.
Do you? Because you haven't watched it. If you believe this, like, you have watched it.
No, you know I love Joaquin Trier. I just haven't seen this movie. I've been busy for like 2 months.
Okay.
But I will
Well,
see
that's-
it 100%. I have seen the trailer. I do say that family dynamics are not super interesting to me, which is why I've avoided this a little bit, but I will see it.
Look, this is not the type of drama that I go for, you know. It's like a bit of a, stranded father, like these two daughters, like trying, everyone like trying to reconnect with each other. Elle Fanning there, there is a bit of, when you watch the trailer, it's like, this can be a bit of a hot mess. But it's like, the script is so good. The screenplay is so good. And actually, like, all of the actors give their best. It's true that Stellan Skarsgård is basically playing the person that he is in real life, about like distant father that doesn't give a crap about his kids, But like the main girl, like Renate Reinsve, that it was like the main one in The Worst Person in the World.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I really love like how nuanced and subtle she is. It's a movie that the main movie that made me cry this year. So it's like, I am by myself. This is dark. I'm allowed to cry, and I'm going to be like sobbing the crap of this, And I won't give away like how it ends, but it's like, it's one of those and the ending has off. You understood the assignment. It's like the resolution of all of the stories. It's like, you guys understood the assignment and you got it perfect.
All right, fine. I'll watch it. I'm happy it's on your list. I love Joaquin Trier. Did you end up watching Reprise? Did we watch it together? Okay.
No. I have it. I saw it like in a list of his movies, and I was like, oh, yeah, I think that I'm at a point that I'm willing to just explore other movies.
There's a magazine, maybe Vanity Fair or Vogue. They have a YouTube series that's actors interviewing actors, and they just have 2 actors sit down and they ask each other questions for an hour.
Nice.
So they recently had Alexander Skarsgård and Stellan Skarsgård sit down.
Oh yeah. I saw like snippets of that.
Did you?
And they were like just like competing like about like, I'm going to be like getting this Oscar.
But Alexander Skarsgård is like, so I hear you play a distant, neglectful father. So you just played yourself. That's why you were so good in it, huh?
Yeah. But it's like a perfect casting, because it's like, in all of the movies that I've seen, Stellan Skarsgård, it always gives like this kind of vibe that is like, oh yeah, this may come like a bit natural, but there is like heartwarming moments, how he resonates like with all of the actors, actresses around him. It's really good, honestly. It's not like a it's partially like a love letter to cinema making, and all of the sacrifices that artists do for their art and craft.
You've convinced me. I'm renting it right now on my Roku. Hold on.
Nice. Hey, what's next from your side?
All right, this is one I suspect is probably your last choice as well, because it's a shared dream team of ours. Really, this isn't yours. It's Begonia by Yorgos and Emma Stone.
Okay, interesting.
Is this really not on your list?
No, it's not.
Wow. Okay, well, my choice is Begonia by Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos. And this film is infuriating and it's not that entertaining. In fact, I think the film is designed to be more irritating than enjoyed, which is
Isn't that like the style from Yorgos most of the time?
yes, but see, he kind of like goes back and forth. Like The Lobster is like, I'm going to be entertaining but irritating, and then some of his films I'm
The
just going
Killing
to
of the
be
Secret
irritating.
Yeah.
So I just never stop thinking about this film, and that's why for me it's on this list. It's lesser Lanthimos in my opinion, but it's still quite a film. And as I talk about in many of our other episodes, one of the metrics I use with my husband to decide whether or not a movie is good is it more interesting than most anything else in theaters? Yes, that movie is something to behold, and even if it's messy and not perfect, that's quite a movie.
Okay, no, that's completely fair. I I may have to rewatch it sometime in the future because my boyfriend also went to watch it and he also liked it quite a bit. When we recorded, I remember just being like, it's not the best. I feel like you are underusing Jesse Plemons a bit.
But did you keep thinking about it, or you just put it out of your mind and just?
I put it out of my mind.
All right. Well, if that happened, I would not choose it.
No. I mean, the thing is, now with his upcoming Super Bowl commercial with Emma Stone, is maybe this is a refresher for, maybe I should rewatch Bugoni in preparation for the 2-minute commercial.
See, there are certain films that I find myself in the following weeks and months, Googling specific, film study professor essays to try and understand, interpretations. And this is one of those films, 3 months after we'll be somebody has to be able to explain it now. And that's what I'm doing with this film, so that's why I picked it.
Okay, no, that's fair. I'm happy to hear that it actually resonated so much for you. Hey, my last one, you're going to be happy to hear of this one. Because I think that this is the year that you convince me about some stuff. My last one is The Mastermind.
I just got a little bit hard. Just a little bit.
TMI. You don't need to share this, okay? It's I believe you. But no, it's when you talk about keep thinking about the movie, I kept thinking about The Mastermind. I kept thinking about what a character study. It's I don't remember the last time that I watched a movie that is I cannot sympathize with the main character. It's a fucker. But it's never displaying a way that he does something directly terrible to the screen. It's just he's self-involved. He's just... So Josh O'Connor does an amazing job with the main character. It's Josh O'Connor, no?
Josh O'Connor, yeah.
Yeah. That is also along La Chimera. I think that was 2 years ago,
Yes.
And Got Some Country, that it was
La
many
Chimera
more years.
was 2 years ago? Wow. Yeah. I think you're right.
I think so. Yeah. He has convinced me that this guy is good. This guy is pretty good. He's good at subtle roles. He's good at more histrionic jobs as challengers, It just left me such a good feeling after watching it. Not good feeling because, you feel good from watching it, but it's I watched a good movie. This is cinema, but not in capital letters like Resurrection. It's more it's a smaller font, but it's still cinema.
That really makes me happy, honestly. I and I won't beat a dead horse to death, I think Kelly Reichardt is very thoughtful filmmaking. So I'll leave it there.
It's a different style from everything else that we have discussed in this list. It's maybe the closest thing for me would be sentimental value, but it's even more chill. It feels like a bit of a more calm voice, but also at the same time, the story is hard.
And I do feel with this film, looking at her evolution as a writer and director, she agreed to be a little bit more entertaining and give the audience something, because some of her other films are also good, but they're a little meek.
Yeah.
So I
Like
was
mix
happy.
cut
about
off.
them. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, we didn't mention this, but for my whole list about like movies that will survive the passage of time, I think the sentimental value will survive the passage of time. I don't think that Sirat will survive the passage of time. I think that Weapons and Sinners won't survive the passage of time. And I think that the Mastermind and Resurrection will survive the passage of time.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
What about
Anything else
yours?
to say on the Mastermind?
No, the Mastermind, no. I think that it's a great movie, and I'm really happy that you convinced me, or I convinced you. I don't remember like who was, like to watch it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, my final pick is Black Swan, the 15th anniversary theatrical release, which was in August of 2020. Thank you very much, and until next time.
No, why? You're going to have to justify why you bend the rules so much.
I clarified. You said a theatrical release in 2025. So
Yeah, but not a re-release.
I really did write down Black Swan. It did have the 15th anniversary theatrical release. If you feel like that's cheating, and I can show you my Word document that's open in front of me, all joking aside, I have the Mastermind written down as my 5th pick. So it was either Black Swan or the Mastermind.
You
Either
can go
one.
with Black Swan.
I'll choose the Mastermind. It's a great one to wrap up on. It really was a great film. I'm happy with either one. Kelly Reichardt's fantastic, but so is Darren Aronofsky. And I almost chose what is the other film he released in 2020? Running Scared.
No, like Catch the Money and Run or something.
Running, the one with Zoe Kravitz and Elvis.
Caught Stealing.
Caught Stealing. I almost put that one on my list. So.
Did you like it?
No, it was real bad. Real bad. It convinced me not to see his other movie, and I was kind of excited about his other movie.
Sorry, which other movie? Aronofsky had 2 movies this year?
Yeah, didn't he release 2?
Oh,
right
like
in
the
a row?
Postcard from Earth or something?
Darren Aronofsky. I thought he released 2 right in a row, and one was Caught Stealing, and then I hated that one so much.
Postcards from Earth. Like 2 years ago, he didn't have anything else.
Okay, then I'm completely misremembering.
Yeah.
Caught
I
Stealing
don't know
was not good. No.
Okay. Yeah, it was the trailer, and I was like, look, I used to defend Aronofsky as it may not be good, but at least it's interesting. That gave vibes of is this like a Guy Ritchie knockoff movie?
This one, and I don't want to detract from the theme of this episode, that film was so confusing and so bad.
Okay. Like Caught Stealing?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if they all just needed a paycheck. It was really weird. Really weird.
Okay.
Anyway, back to my top movies.
Black Swan. Black Swan.
No, Resurrection will survive the test of time. Black Bag, probably not. Sinners, I do think Sinners, like good vampire films, survive the test of time. I do think it will. Begonia, I think will. Black Swan, that is a forever film if I've ever seen one. And The Mastermind, yes, will survive the test of time.
Cool. Yeah. No, it's interesting is that we overlap on more things than I expected.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. What score do you give to the overall year?
Only because I didn't see as many movies as most years, I would say 6-ish. 6.
Okay. Well, I give it a 7. I think that they were like interesting stuff, but I think that the year before was a bit stronger than this one.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at just as a small sample at the Oscars, I'm not super interested in those movies, and the festival
I
circuit wasn't great this year. And
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a bit weird on the selection of movies. Is that the international one, like the Grand Prix from sorry, like Grand Prix, the Palme d'Or, it counts. It was just an accident. I was like, this is not the best. Resurrection was the best, and you guys screw up. But whatever.
yeah,
The Room Next Door, that it was also like the big promise, like from Almodovar. I also felt like a bit like, so I didn't have like any hopes, but it's like caught stealing for Aronofsky. Not that interesting. I had the feeling that there has been like several movies that it didn't pan out as expected. For me, Bugonia has been like the weakest of all of the collaborations between Yorgos and Emma Stone, even weaker than Kind of Kindness. So I think that it was more like for me the surprises of I didn't expect anything from Sinners. I didn't expect much from Kelly Reichardt, to be honest. You know?
Weapons, honestly.
Yeah, and I didn't expect. Well, no. When I was the first trailer of Weapons, I was like, "Holy shit, this looks amazing!" And then it was like one of the best cinema going experience that I had in 2025. So yeah, overall, yeah, it's good, but it could be better.
Well,
Yeah.
interesting picks.
Yeah,
Adios,
yeah,
2025.
yeah. Adios. Don't come back, please. Let's hope that 2026 is better. Not worse, at least, because it already started with several banks, and let's just leave it there before we get political. Okay, and to everyone else out there, thank you so much for putting up with us.
And until next time.